Spirits up, we're here tonight, and that's enough for you. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. The party's on, the feeling's here, that only comes this time of year.
Sing their song.
They practice all year long. Ding dong, ding dong, 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 dong. The word is out about the town. Lift a glass. Here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
It has been called the Day of Days. It is a time of magic, pageantry, warmth, generosity, and love. For many of us, our fondest childhood memories revolve around the traditions of Christmas. It is a time that many around the world celebrate as the birth of Jesus Christ, the Savior and Messiah of mankind. In recent years, however, the spiritual holiday has become a time of mass marketing and crass commercialism. Incredibly, many businesses derive more than half their yearly income during this period. The process of gift-giving, once thought to have come from the story of the wise men who offered gifts to the newborn Christ, has evolved into the buying frenzy we see today during the month of December. But what about the other Christmas traditions? Have you ever wondered why we decorate the Christmas tree? Why we light the Yule log? Why we hang the mistletoe? And why we teach our children to believe in Santa Claus? In the next hour, you will discover the true origins of Christmas. You may be surprised or even shocked to learn the source of your favorite holiday traditions. Chances are, you'll never look at Christmas the same ever again.
Everybody say this: when you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Now, I used to hear that song all the time, and the words didn't mean what they mean to me now, because by the time it warm up, y'all, I'll be finished. Yeah. Woo! Man. Subject today is why they gave us Christmas. Why they gave us Christmas. Now, in preparing for this message, let me kind of just set the stage for you now. In preparing for this message, I realize that I'm going to be very repetitive, because a lot of the things I want to share with you, I'm doing my best to put it in layman's terms. Because from a mental health perspective, I'll be using words like psychological impairment. I'll be using words like psychopathic. And I want you to understand the meaning of these terms within the context of this message. I'm sure many of y'all have heard recently that the Roman Catholic Church is a little bit upset right now because of the many churches that have decided to close their doors today so that people could spend this day with their families. But I'm wondering, why have churches decided to close their doors today? Because this is not the first time that December 25th fell on a Sunday. It has fallen on a Sunday many times before. So why all the fuss? Why is it that many major retail businesses have issued a mandate for their employees to not wish their customers a Merry Christmas? We're not just now getting foreigners in this country, and you don't want to offend nobody. Foreigners have been here almost as long as we have. And people have not had a problem in the past saying Merry Christmas. In my personal opinion, brothers and sisters, I believe that the underlying cause of the so-called war on Christmas is because people are beginning.
In the Northern Hemisphere during late December, the days are at their shortest lengths and the nights are at their longest. For those of the pagan world, this has always been the greatest time of the year to celebrate and practice the works of darkness. The pagan calendar identifies this period as the winter solstice. It was during the pre-Christian midwinter pagan celebrations of Scandinavia's Norsemen where today's Christmas traditions began. As a means of honoring the pagan sex and fertility god Yule, a 12-day celebration during the month of December was inaugurated. A large single log considered to be a phallic idol was lit on fire and kept burning for 12 days. Animal or human sacrifices were offered in the fire on each of those days. Wild, delirious reveling accompanied the daily sacrifices as drunken participants defiantly strove to make contact with spirits. 1,000 miles away in pre-Christian Rome, celebrants were paying homage to their own gods during the winter solstice. Witchcraft traditions hold that a number of pagan gods were given birth during this period, including Dionysus, Attis, and Baal, chief male god of fertility and licentiousness. Another pagan god from Persia, identified as Mithra, was said to have been born specifically on...
The reason why they gave us Christmas was to induce a psychological impairment that would result in a perpetual psychopathology, thus rendering those who are spiritual by nature, what did I just say? Those who are spiritual by nature, impotent in the defense of their own spiritual well-being. All right. Let me say that for you again. I told you I'm going to repeat some of this, okay? The reason why they gave us Christmas was to induce a psychological impairment that would result in a perpetual, meaning an ongoing, psychopathology, thus rendering those of us who are spiritual by nature, rendering us impotent in the defense of our own spiritual well-being. If you have no power to defend yourself spiritually, then you won't have any power